Hello, Indonesia. This is Salem Ilese. Check out my interview with CreativiDisc.com, the number one music website in Indonesia.
Hello, City Bestie. This is Dundhee Yuwono with another CreativiDisc exclusive interview with singer-songwriter that rocked the music world with her viral song called Mad at Disney. And recently, she released her new EP called Unsponsored Content. So please welcome the one and only Salem Ilese. Hi, Salem. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you for that introduction. That was lovely.
That it's always a pleasure of mine to speak to you, and it's been a dream for mine to speak to you and to know you a little bit better. So thank you for spending time with me.
Oh, thank you. It's my pleasure. Honestly, I'm so happy to be here.
But before we start talking about your music, first of all, I need to ask you this. On your Spotify bio, you put like, I don't know how to pronounce the name either. It's quite funny though, and I laugh my ass off because of that. But
Thank
actually,
you.
have you learned to pronounce your name though, and how is it pronounced actually?
Yes. So the way it's pronounced is Salem Elise, but
Okay.
honestly, you can pronounce it however you want to. I never get offended. I've heard many different pronunciations and I'm fine with all of them. And actually when I was younger, I had
Mhm.
trouble spelling and pronouncing Elise because it was spelled with an
Uh-huh.
I and usually it's spelled with an
Yeah,
E at the
with
beginning.
a knee.
So when I was like 4 years old, I just could not wrap my head around it. So
Uh-huh.
honestly, I don't mind if people pronounce it wrong.
What is the weirdest people calling you? What is the weirdest thing?
Ooh, people say Salam Ilese a lot, or like Salim
Okay.
Ilese, or like Salam Ilese in like one word.
Like one word.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, a lot of people think it's one word, or like Salamese. Sometimes
Mhm.
I'll get.
Okay.
Yeah, many different ones.
Yeah. Well, for the people out there who didn't know how to pronounce your name, you already clarified that your name is Salem Elise, right?
Yes, there you go.
Okay. it's clear now for me also. So I
Awesome.
also checked the Spotify. You just passed 8 million monthly listeners. Congrats on that. With Jakarta,
Thank you.
Indonesia, as your first listeners with 233,000. Congrats on that. Any comment on this
Thank you so
though?
much. Yes, thank you so much, Indonesia. I'm so grateful to every single one of my monthly listeners. And yeah, I'm just so happy. And it really is, I can't wrap my head around it. That's just such an insane number to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel real. And I really can't wait to actually meet you in person and sing for you
Yes,
um,
totally.
at a show one day.
Yeah, totally. We also can wait to have you here in Indonesia. We got a lot of festival that you can go to. We got a lot of beaches. If you like the beach, it's kind of
Definitely.
amazing, right?
I love the beach. Yes, I'm so down.
Okay, so again, congratulations also for the release on unsponsored content. Your latest EP, you put 6 songs in it.
Thanks.
Can you tell us more about the behind of the song?
Yeah. So that EP, as you probably can tell, all features songs about brands or
Yeah,
involving brands.
yep,
And originally that just happened very naturally because I feel like brands have really integrated themselves into our conversation and our vocabulary day to day. So I would use them in my songs and didn't really think twice about it until, people started noticing and they're like, oh, you write a lot about brands. I was
yeah,
like, wow, I do have lots of brands in my songs,
right.
that's kind of a cool thing. And then I thought, how cool would it be to have a project just kind of based around all those songs that feature brands and, make it like a really nice little nostalgic package
Yeah.
um, that everyone can listen to and, relate to because I feel like brands have such strong
True,
associations for everyone.
true. Yeah, because that's the thing that I find unique as well when I listen to unsponsored content, because all of the songs are the names of the brand, right? And
Yeah.
you put like a little twist of the story, like you put like the S5 and how the person try to what is it like give the attention more to the PS5 but not with the loved ones. That will be
Yes.
a great thing to do, and what is it like? It's gonna be felt by many people who also not a gamers but have some loved one who love games so much, right?
Yes, yes. I feel like there are lots of gamers and there are lots of partners of gamers, and this is for the partners of gamers
This
to
is one of
relate
the
to.
partner of gamers. That's
Yes,
definitely it. So speaking of PS5 though, Salem, you are collaborating with Alan Walker, which I love so much. He's the best musician and the
same.
best producer also. And also TXT. You've
Yeah,
working with them like before PS5 also, right? You worked for TXT and also you collaborate with Alan Walker beforehand. Why did you choose
yes.
them to collaborate with in the first place though?
So originally, I sent Alan Walker PS5 because
Mhm.
he is a gamer. So I thought he would find it a little funny.
Right.
And I asked him if he wanted to be a part of it. And he said yes. And then he sent over a version that he had reproduced, and it had a different second verse and second chorus. And it
Yeah.
was what you can hear now, which is the gamer's perspective, which I thought was so clever and so
Yeah.
funny. I was like, of course, he had to give his side of the story to
Right.
things. And I thought that was brilliant. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. Thank you. Let's do it. And then we realized we needed another feature to sing the second verse and second chorus in that other perspective. And as you mentioned, I've worked with Tomorrow by Together on their song Ain't You Romantic,
Yes.
and I've been a fan of them for a while. So I thought, might as well send it their way just to see if they'd be interested. And I was super excited and, honored when they said yes.
Mhm. Because it's so cool because you have the side of the gamers as well who reply those complaints about them playing so much on PS5, right?
Yes, that's all Alan. I can't take credit for that idea, but that
Yeah.
was very, very smart of him.
So speaking of music, you can we say that you are now also a TikTok content creator because I saw a lot of your video on TikTok and you made a lot of video as well and creating content on that.
Yes, yeah, TikTok is definitely one of my favorite platforms now. I owe so much to it, and I'm very grateful for my family on TikTok.
But what is the challenges though that you face when it comes to like creating content for TikTok? Because I know that TikTok like a lot different between like Instagram or Twitter, right?
Definitely, yeah, there was definitely a bit of a learning curve. I remember I was originally very kind of hesitant to post on it just because I
Mhm.
didn't think anyone would relate to my content or find it interesting at all. And I'm very glad that I did start posting on it because people seem to like it. And I, was blessed with a really lovely platform on there and support group. Um, and yeah, it's been really fun trying to navigate TikTok. I feel like there's no guidebook.
Yeah.
I still don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest. I just try things out and I post what I think other people might enjoy and what I think is cool. And if it works, it works, and that's awesome.
But actually, people love your content though because you
Thank you.
reply all of the comments. Like you reply like most of the comments section on the TikTok, right?
I try to, yes. I definitely want to reply to as many people as I can. I always feel very guilty when I don't get to reply to people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very grateful whenever someone comments.
Yeah. Still speaking about TikTok though, as a musician, TikTok nowadays like become a platform to where like musician can showcase their work and people can easily react to them right away, right? You feel
Mhm.
like it's a great change in terms of how people react to music through the apps because like before TikTok, I know that people will act differently on how they can react on the music.
Yeah, I think TikTok is very powerful when it comes to music discovery, especially just based on how the app is designed,
Mhm.
and the algorithm specifically,
Yep.
because I feel like the algorithm really gets to know you. At least my For You page, I really feel like it has me pegged. I get videos of musicians, I get videos of dogs, like different facts about animals and science and things like that. And I could just scroll for hours and hours and hours because the
True.
app knows me so well at this point. I feel like it's kind of, reading my mind at times. So I feel like the good part about that is that when there's a musician or a creator on TikTok,
Mhm.
the app itself does a really good job of pairing them with the fan base that really wants their content and wants to see them. So I feel like it's just great at matching a fan with a creator.
yeah, the magic of TikTok, it's no compare
Yes.
within all of the social media, right?
It's magical. Yeah, I cannot explain it.
Okay, so speaking about you as a musician, you also write your own music, right? And I
Yeah.
learned that you begin to write music since the young age, and you also join like music college to master songwriting, right? What do you
Yes.
think the most essential thing that songwriters must have?
Ooh. Um, probably this is gonna sound funny because it's such a creative job, but I would
Yeah.
say that work ethic is very important because I feel like the best way to improve as a writer or as a musician, honestly, is just to do it every single day. I have songwriting sessions 5 to 7 days a week, and I'm always writing something at some point of the day, just even if it's awful, because lots of times it is very bad.
Right.
I don't write 5 to 7 good songs a week, but I
Okay.
definitely try and write every day just because I feel like the more you practice it, the easier it gets. So yeah, really just building up that stamina.
Wow, you got some like habits there because you like are working all the time. Have you ever been like resting or something like what do you do when you're resting though?
Yes, Sundays are the day of rest for me. I go to the beach with my dog and
Oh,
just hang out. And it's very needed sometimes, but I do like being busy. I feel like I do my best work when I have a packed schedule.
mhm.
And it makes me feel very organized. When I have too much free time on my hands, I get a little anxious because I'm like, what do I do
Right,
with myself if I don't have work to do?
right.
So I'm grateful to be busy.
Okay, so you are in love with music, right? You said that in a couple of interviews already, like, and here's the thing that I want to know from your perspective, though. What is music from your perspective?
Ooh, great question. What is music?
Mhm.
I feel like music is anything. I feel like it's really a universal language,
Yeah,
honestly. Um, it's a way of communicating with people, even if you don't understand what they're saying. And maybe you feel like you can't relate to someone, but everyone can relate based on music somehow. I feel like it's part of everyone's lives
yeah.
and it just evokes an emotion unlike anything else can.
Ooh, that's a great question as well. How to communicate with people, although they didn't know about the language. That's a great thing. But Salem, here's the last two questions that I will ask. This one is quite random actually. Tell us like three interesting things that most of the people didn't know about Salem Elise.
Ooh. Um, Three interesting things. One, I'm allergic to lavender.
Why? Lavender is like my favorite because I do have an oil here that smell lavender.
Okay, I had the exact same oil and I would sniff it every time I was about to go on stage when I was
Mm,
younger for
okay,
like performances and open mic nights and stuff.
right.
And then my throat would start to close up on stage.
Oh
And
no.
I thought that I had really bad stage fright for so many years because I
Uh,
would sniff this lavender. But really, I was just allergic to lavender. So I was giving myself an allergic reaction before every
what?
single performance.
Oh
So
my.
performing got a lot easier once I figured out that I should stop inhaling this,
Oh
oil that
my.
was going to make it hard to breathe.
Oh my god. That and you know this like just recently or like
No, I was in college. I think it was after
oh
my
my god.
first year of college.
Right. Right.
So my Berkeley audition probably would have gone a lot better if I hadn't like inhaled
Oh,
lavender right before walking through.
oh no.
I
What
was like,
what's the other
"Ugh."
two thing? Two interesting thing. Another two interesting thing.
um Hmm. This is another allergy. I'm also kind of allergic to mint. So mint gum especially,
Okay.
but I still chew it because I can't stand having bad breath and like
Mm-hmm.
feeling gross after I
Mm-hmm.
eat something.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll still chew mint gum and then I'll sneeze 4 times and then I'm fine. But
Okay.
everyone always thinks that I'm having a cold or something when I put
Right.
mint gum in my mouth because I'm like, achoo, achoo. And they're like, "Are you
Uh-huh.
okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, it'll go away in like 2 seconds."
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, two with allergies, and the other one, I
Two
hope that it's not
allergies.
allergy
It's
related.
not going to be an allergy. This one, I have a bearded dragon named Lil Cow.
Ah, that's a cute one.
He's very
Name
cute.
you name it cow?
Yes, Lil Cow. Except
Okay.
he's pretty big. He's a big cow now. He's large.
Wow. Wow. Okay, that is the most interesting thing I've heard from Salem Elise. Thank you so much for your time, Salem. Is there any
Thank
message
you.
to
This
your
was so fun.
Indonesian fans though?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, everyone who is listening and streaming my music. And I am so grateful for you. And I really hope that I get to see you in person soon. Until then, I'm sending virtual hugs, sending you my love, and stay safe. Thank you.
Let's hope that Salem Elise one day will be performing in Indonesia in one of our festival. I can't
Please.
wait to that
That'd be a
moment, and let's hang
dream.
out when it happens, right?
Yes, I'll come see you in person. That'll be great.
Salem, thank you so much for your time. It's been a great pleasure of mine.
Thank you so much. Me too. This was so fun.